Hi.
Did it say we're live?
Yeah, it said we're live,
Sorry,
so that means we're live.
We're live.
Still, it's always a surprise every single time. It's like, we're live? Woo, we're live! Anyway, maybe it's just me. I don't know. I guess the novelty hasn't worn off yet.
It never does.
It's only been, we're coming up to the end of 3 months of doing this now? Well, 2 months of, weekly, and then a month of every day. I think that's right. But anyway. Look,
Possibly.
It's Tech Happy Hour either way. So look, we do Tech Happy Hour at 7 p.m. every Tuesday night where we answer your tech questions 100% for free. Have we actually had any in the last week? I don't remember any.
Only the issue Nate had with his computer.
How was that in the last week?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah. I think we know what that is now.
Yeah, he had to take the graphics card back because it turns out the graphics card failed. Which isn't a good thing.
No, it's not ideal. But anyway, anyway, we will continue to answer any tech questions that come in 100% free. Otherwise, we got some stuff that we'll talk about anyway. But yeah, like I said, we do this 100% free of charge. So yeah, you can send your questions to us, and there's no such thing as a dumb question except the one that's not asked. You can send those to any of our contact details that you can find at www.thedotmail.com/contact. I did the smile. It's all good. Anyway,
look, speaking of the devil.
What? He's here?
He's here.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's only Nate. I thought you said the devil.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We were speaking of him.
Oh, okay. I don't get it. But anyway.
We were speaking of Nate.
Yeah, I didn't think he was the devil.
Oh, Facebook would disagree.
Okay. Yeah, probably. Anyway, so, what are you drinking tonight then? Since it's happy hour. Oh, okay. I
think it's half frozen though, so got to be careful.
I hope mine's half frozen. Wait. I wonder if RTX will block this out. Will RTX voice block this sound?
No, got it. Yeah, no, it's still got it.
Nice. Oh, that's really cold. That's good.
I'm scared to open mine because I think it may spray everywhere.
Yeah, that could be a problem. Anyway, so our drink's obviously non-alcoholic because we're working to answer your questions for free. Nate would like to take this opportunity to point out that he is a good boy, whatever that means. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, our drink's are non-alcoholic. You can drink whatever the heck you like because it's a free country. Depending what country you're listening to this in or watching this in. Hopefully it's a free country. But yeah, look, if you are drinking alcohol, please drink responsibly because that's not on us. That's on you.
Be mature.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, be like Nate. Be a good boy. Anyway.
That's boring.
Anyway, all right, cool. So, seeing as Nate's here, let's talk faulty video cards, shall we?
Yeah, I do want to know what his experience was. Because, did they take it back? Did he get his money back? Because being a brand new video card...
It's at Umart at the moment.
Yeah. Because being a brand new video card, it'd be pretty terrible to get it home, get it set up, and have it not work.
Yeah. And hopefully it's covered.
Yeah, the fact that it's a water-cooled one, though, kind of makes me question how they're going to go about it.
Yeah. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
We just got to wait and see because, obviously we don't know yet. We don't have an answer to that yet. But the video card, I posted a photo of the video card in question for us earlier today, which was the Windows 95 looking Windows 10. And that was an older 3 gigabyte GeForce 780 Ti. And that was a card that I bought secondhand to put in a budget build. So now that that's dead, that's actually a loss for me. So, yeah, I think that's $140 down the drain or something.
Was that the one out of Sharissa's computer?
No, she's got a 750 Ti and that works fine.
Wait, what was the one that died?
780 Ti.
Oh, where'd you get that?
Yeah. I bought it off Facebook Marketplace. And yeah, it
Oh.
worked fine for a while because I stress tested it with Furmark for like an hour and a half or something. Worked fine. I did a Furmark benchmark. I did a couple of other benchmarks, and then I ran 3D Mark, and then it decided it didn't like life anymore. But I've been using it on and off for like probably a month.
Yeah. Did
So
you
I don't
have
think it
you
was a
pulled it
case of,
apart, or
huh?
have you pulled it apart
No.
to see if it's like a thermal paste issue or something? Because a 780 Ti would be old as hen's teeth, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably. I have not done that, but I don't think it's going to be a thermal issue.
It'd be interesting to test, though.
Yeah, it couldn't hurt. We'll probably do it later. But yeah, or should I do it now?
You know,
Maybe I
you
can
want to
do it
do
now.
it now. Just to have a look to see like how the contact is, see how bad the thermal paste is.
If I haven't thrown it in the bin already.
Also, Nate responded with took it in Friday. They had to send it to a tech equip workshop to cater for said water cooling. But yeah, hopefully it'll go all right. If not, I heard he's going to get a Titan seater.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Always wanted to benchmark one of those.
He just wants to skip the 2080 Ti and just go straight for a Titan.
Yeah, why not?
Because yeah, he wants the best of the best. So you can't skimp out. If you're going to do it, you got to get a Titan.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Right. It has actually been several years since I've had to pull a cooler off a graphics card, but this is the card in question. It's fairly big.
Wow, that is chunky.
Yeah. There's no sticker to actually identify it. Thought there might have been, but anyway. All right, let's move you out of the way. Now we got 7 screws on the back here. So I guess I'll just take them all off and see what happens. But anyway, so while we're looking at this faulty video card and seeing if we can actually get it to work again.
I wishes he could afford one. Sell the Jetta. Is it a Jetta he has?
I don't think that'll cover it.
Yeah, no, they are pretty expensive.
Yeah. Oh, did you find out any more about that other car you messaged me about earlier today?
No, not yet.
Are you going to get it if it's available?
I'm thinking about it because it'd be fun to have just to beat on. Because why not?
Or are you going to fill the boot with subs again?
Hell yeah. 2x8 pin. That's nothing too special though. Being a 2x8 pin. Because isn't mine currently a 2x6?
This 780 Ti is 2x8 pin as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a normal thing. We're not worried about that. Like mine's, I think mine's an 8 and a 4 or an 8 and a 6. I think. Give me
something
2 seconds.
Like that, yeah.
I have a big glass case I can see.
Yeah, it's right there, man. Oh, and Jacob's gone. Bye, Jacob. Hi, Jacob. 8 and a 6.
Yeah. Is what mine is.
Anyway, so look, while I'm doing this, let's keep going. So the next topic I've got is well, what is Linux?
I have no idea.
Huh?
I've never used it.
Okay, Linux is an alternative operating system to Windows. That's the simplest way of putting it. It won't do exactly the same things Windows does, but it does very, very well at what it does. Basically, like switching to any operating system, like to what you're used to, is going to be a huge task anyway. So it's a matter of like what you're used to. Problem is that not all Windows apps, or most of the time, Windows apps won't run on Linux, which is a problem because if you have certain programs that you're used to, then, if there's no Linux version, that's a problem. But the good thing about Linux is that it's very scalable. So you can run it on really low powered things or like devices chances are you have a Linux device in your house right now and you probably don't even know.
How would I find out?
Most internet routers are powered by Linux.
Ah.
Yeah. So yes, I don't know how else to describe it. But look, this brings me to the next topic, which is virtual machines. So if you don't know what a virtual machine is basically you can run what is essentially a virtual computer on your existing computer. So instead of having to go and set up another computer and take up more bench space and buy more hardware and all the rest of it, it's just for testing, or actually this is very popular in the server world. Instead of buying like a server for each thing, you buy one big server and load up all the virtual servers onto it. So instead of 8 physical servers, you could only have one. But yes, look here. This is probably the easiest tool. It's a free tool and probably the most popular. This one.
Oh actually, yeah, mobile phones could be Linux.
Yeah, Android is Linux.
Yeah, that's what Nate said there. Well, he corrected himself.
So look, we're going to use VirtualBox 8.1, and you know what? I actually installed it just before we started.
Nathan, that's at 6.1.
What did I say?
You said 8.
No, sounds like it's drink o'clock then.
So sorry, I just had to let you know.
All right, so we're going to set up a virtual machine. Where are we going to set this up? Let's go to storage drive. So D drive. It's getting kind of full. That'll do. Oops. Virtual. I have to create. Hang on. New. All right. Other. That place. That place. That place. All right. So we're going to call this one. Whoops. If I can type Linux. Yep. Linux 64-bit. We're going to give that 8 gig of RAM. So you obviously need some system resources for this. Create a new virtual hard disk. Yes. Yes, that's fine. Dynamic. Let's give it, say, 20 gig. Then we will attach. Where are we? Disk. Choose a disk file. Here's one we prepared earlier. So one of the most popular versions of Linux is called Ubuntu. So Linux is more like a system, not essentially a product by itself. So you can have your different variations, or they used to be called, I think they're still called distros or distributions of Linux. So Linux is what they call open source. So the source code of Linux, what makes it up, is available freely to anyone under certain license conditions. But that means that anyone can take it, change it, and modify it, and then distribute it however they want under the same license.
Version of Linux.
Yes. So Ubuntu is one of the most popular ones. If you're just getting started with it, the easiest one to use on a desktop computer is probably Linux Mint. Now, I've been dabbling with Linux, like different Linux versions, since I was 13. So I still, to this day, have not stuck with Linux as my main OS on a desktop computer for any extended period of time. Because, to be honest, I don't like it. And I'll come back to that later. Oh, look. I don't know why I had the idea to do this. I can't remember. I think somebody asked me a few weeks ago about Linux.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to play with it one day.
Yeah, it's definitely something you should do at one point or another.
I think I'd want to put a bit more hard drive space in my computer, though. My games take up a little bit too much space.
Yeah, you don't need much. There is a particular version of Linux which is known for being small. It's called DSL, which is damn small Linux. It's been around since like the early 2000s. Oh, look.
It's a cat.
This is the installation process. Let's just go try Ubuntu.
What's the difference between try and buy?
Well,
try and install.
Try or install.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you just install it?
Because that's going to take more time.
Oh.
That's about the only thing to it. But yeah, I just wanted to see if we could show a little bit of it. Here you go. So look, straight off the bat, you probably recognize at least some of these programs.
Well, there's only really one. I guess your email. I've never used Thunderbird, no.
Okay. See if we can make it bigger. That did not work the way I wanted it to. Anyway, yes. So, well, like I was trying to say before, but then kind of got sidetracked. The more you know about an operating system, the harder it is to change because you know all the ins and outs. You know where all the little settings and menus that you always use are. The more basic a user you are, the easier it is to switch. So if you're someone who all you do is browse the internet, maybe check your email and, you know, watch the odd YouTube clip here and there, bam, we're ready already. And like you can boot this off a USB stick. That's the other thing. You don't have to install this to use it. You can do all sorts of things. You can boot it off USB sticks. Some servers boot off SD cards. Like, yeah, it doesn't have to be complicated. But problem is when things go wrong, then it gets a little bit more complicated. But you've got a lot of freedom to do whatever you want in this. And if you're worried about
Linux,
can you get what? Sorry,
game on Linux.
Some games are built for Linux, yes, but you have to make sure you get the ones that are actually built for it, or you get an emulator. So to run Windows programs, you get a Windows program emulator. The most popular one is Wine, which is, what is it, Windows in native environment or something like that?
Because I was going to say, like, this would be a way around for gamers to get around having to buy the Microsoft operating system, but you'd have to make sure you can.
Oh, here we go. Recursive acronym for Wine is not an emulator. My bad.
So what is it then?
It basically lets you run Windows applications on Linux.
So how bad's a graphics card looking?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that, hey. Let's get rid of that. Okay, Linux can sit there while I pull this off. So I've undone all the screws on the bottom. However, oh no, yep, I broke it.
Did you?
No,
What'd you break?
Not really. I just detached it. It's a little bit fluffy under here.
Nate said emulator. I guess it's so they don't get legal issues. It's like a...
No, I don't know. Maybe. I think it's more down to the way it works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That thermal paste is a bit crusty looking.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be helping much.
Wait, how do I drop my screen sharing?
See, I feel like maybe installing a bit cleaner thermal paste and muting your microphone and hitting it with the data vac
That might be a tomorrow job. because my test computer's recovering data at the moment anyway. It's a little bit dusty in there too.
Yeah.
And the thermal pads look all right, but look at the coverage that was on that.
Yeah, she wasn't too happy.
No. I wonder
Yeah,
if that's all it is.
It's not going to hurt doing it. Like, if it's
Nah.
already a throwaway,
Yeah.
chucking some thermal paste on it,
Yeah.
yeah, it won't hurt.
Yeah. We'll give it a go. I'll start
But
cleaning it
obviously,
up now, but
obviously don't be dodgy and like get rid of it in a build.
What?
Like
this?
that. Yeah. Like
Depends.
keep it as. Oh yeah, if it works properly.
If this works and it passes stress test, then it's fine to go out the door.
Mm.
But we may have to do something a little bit more strenuous, like a 6-hour stress test or even a 24-hour stress test or something.
Yeah, pretty much come in the morning and just turn it on, just let it sit.
Yeah, it'd be good for winter because it'll warm the office.
Yeah. I just need to take my computer in to do that one day.
Yeah. Didn't you do that once already?
Oh, it's been down there a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet right now, just because I'm not gaming.
Yeah.
As soon as I game, it's a different thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, while we're doing this, what's our next topic? Our next topic
is.
Where did my notes go?
Ugh.
Oh yeah, Mac versus PC. So I wanted to bring this up because lately I've actually been doing more jobs with Macs, and they are so much easier compared to PCs. But the hardware is so much more expensive than PCs. But that being said, I'm still tempted to switch back to one day. Probably not immediately.
No. Nasty thing.
You can't say that because you haven't tried one yet.
Well, if they're anything like an iPhone, I don't want to try it. They're confusing and painful.
They're not, though.
But that's what people say about iPhones.
No, I mean, they're not like iPhones. iPhone is very restrictive.
But I thought you can't game on Macs.
Depends. You can install Windows on a Mac.
Since when?
Since 2005.
I thought you couldn't game on Macs.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Or do people just judge you if you buy a Mac and game on it?
Pretty much. If you're going to game, you wouldn't buy a Mac for gaming. You can, but it's not really its main purpose. But the main thing with Macs is that, well, they used to, I don't know if they still do, they used to last a heck of a lot longer, like hardware-wise. Like the other day, I saw a customer who was still running their Mac from 2008, and it still worked perfectly fine. I don't know. I don't think the new ones last quite as long as that, but you know, they do tend to be fairly robust. Unless you ask Lewis Rossman, in which case they're not. But you know, he probably sees all the bad side of everything, but still.
Like, depending what they're doing on it, like a PC could still last that long.
Yeah, it depends. It definitely depends.
Because, like, if someone was using it as a work computer, filling it up, it's going to fill up just as quick as any other computer and starts bottlenecking. But
look, here, I think this is the main thing I want to address is if someone asks, should I switch to a Mac? I think the biggest question would be, what are you going to do with the computer? And why are you considering changing? Like, if you're gaming, I wouldn't. I'd still stick with a PC. If you're just doing basic home use and you have no problems with your current computer and you know your way around your computer pretty well, I probably still wouldn't. If you're like doing more business-y stuff and your software is Mac compatible and you're open to changing to a new system, maybe. But I'd probably still recommend, like, the bottom line is I'd recommend you stick with what you know. Unless you have a really good reason for changing to one, I probably wouldn't.
Which is pretty much like what your view on the phones were.
Yeah,
Like,
stick with what you know.
Using Macs,
use
Mac.
Yeah.
If you've grown up using PCs, use a PC. Because as far as I've seen, you can build a PC to be as good as a Mac.
Yes, you can.
Obviously, you can't do the same with the Mac. Like, you can't build a Mac to be as good as a gaming PC. But
I'm not going to lie, though. I'm pretty sure that some people, well, I know some people at least buy iPhones for this. I'm sure it's the same with Macs. They buy them more as a fashion statement or, a social status thing than the actual practicality of it.
Well, that's one of the reasons I don't like iPhones. It's just
the social
because
status that comes with it.
Yeah, and the fact that you never, like, for a very long time, you weren't really getting any big upgrades.
Yeah.
And people were still going, oh, this phone's the greatest.
Yeah.
Like, you guys were one of the first, yes, but like the first smartphones.
Yeah.
But you just got really laxed with everything, and pretty much everyone has overtaken it.
And I'm
maybe a camera.
I'm going to put it out there. I think that's the change in CEO that did that more than anything else. Because guaranteed, if Steve Jobs was still around and still at the head of the company, there'd be some innovation going on.
But how long ago did he stop?
A long time.
Because I was going to say it'd easy be, I think it was like the Galaxy 6, I think it was when we started to really pull ahead.
Yeah, I think he was gone before that.
And I do agree.
I think he was gone around the 2 or 3.
Is a Hackintosh. Which
one? I think Steve Jobs was... What? Oh, Hackintosh. Yeah, okay. So for those not in the know, a Hackintosh is when you run Mac OS on PC hardware, which we will try at some point.
But yeah, like, I think it was around then. So it might be when Jobs left. But yeah, it just got to the stage where, like, I'd have friends coming up to me going, oh, look at this. Like, my phone has, like, facial recognition or thumbprint scanning and all that. And I'm just like, yeah, I guess that's cool. No, you still got a little bit on there.
Yeah, I know. It won't come off.
But you know what I mean? And that pretty much was, like, my big turn off. It's just like, dude, you guys are just literally saying your phone's the best, even though it's like a generation or two behind Android and Samsung.
Yeah.
And like, well, no. Like, don't get me wrong. If I probably wouldn't have an iPhone because it just annoys me the fact that you have to use iTunes and all that kind of stuff.
You don't anymore.
You don't?
No.
Well, let's go putting like the thing you did for my parents the other day. Like, it was like I had no idea how to just copy and paste the file.
Yeah, that's a little bit annoying.
If you know what I mean? Like, my phone, I can literally just copy and paste and it's done.
Yeah.
Whereas my little sister, it took her forever to figure it out because I literally went, it's an Apple thing. I don't want to touch it. Nate said, well, Apple has dropped ARM for their chips. They're going to start creating their own. Will be interesting development over the next few years. Yeah.
Yep. Wait, they dropped ARM. I thought they're taking up ARM more because their Macs are going ARM based.
Good question. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But what was the go with the Intel thing?
What Intel? Oh, them dropping Intel?
No, how Intel's were going to bring the 7 nanometer. Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
They said they were going to bring it out, and now they're like, nah, it's going to be delayed for another year.
I think they're having manufacturing problems.
Wouldn't surprise
They
me.
just can't get the process right.
Well, there you go. Like that's like as bad as this is going to sound, it's pretty much the exact same with Intel. Like my view with Apple.
They stopped innovating.
Yeah, they got comfortable being ahead.
Yeah.
And yes, in certain aspects, Apple's are still better. Like I said, the camera's still like next level and all that kind of crap. But
Yeah.
it's
Well,
like in,
the benefit to the iPhone, I think, is in the software, not necessarily in the hardware, but just because the fact that the hardware is so limited, like, you know, there's only a limited amount of hardware that has to be supported. It means that, you know, you're going to get very consistent results because you've only got 6 devices to test your app across for it to work like spot on. Whereas Android, you've got to allow for any and every device. So you can't necessarily say fine tune the camera settings in your app to work well on every single phone. The other thing is that apps are more controlled and tested on the iPhone, which is not necessarily like people complain because it's like, well, you can't put anything you want on there. But on the flip side, it means that you can't put anything you want on the App Store. The apps have to actually be thoroughly checked and go through quality control of some kind before they get out. And definitely from a security point of view, they've got to be checked before they go out.
yeah, that's a good thing.
That's definitely a good thing.
And like the one thing I do hate to admit is the connectivity.
Oh yeah, everything just works if you've got everything.
Yeah,
Apple.
but the issue is you have to get everything.
You got to get everything Apple.
Whereas that's the difference. That's why I still like. It's good that you know, like if you get all these Apple products,
yeah,
they're just going to work.
Yeah,
but it's just the fact that you have to buy everything Apple, and it is not cheap.
Maybe that's partially why I'm open to going back to a Mac again, because I have an iPhone and an iPad and an Apple
and you know
TV.
it'll all work.
Yeah, like there are some things that are just cool. Like for example, I can have like if I get a text message on my phone, I leave my phone in the office, like the home office, overnight to charge. But I take my iPad with me and then I read stuff and look at stuff before bed. Bye. There you go. But yeah, if, for example, if I'm using 2-factor authentication and I get sent a code by SMS, if I'm trying to log into something on my iPad, I don't want to walk all the way down the hallway and get the message. Oh, bye again. And get the message from my phone and then come back and punch in the number to whatever I'm logging in on my iPad. Are you back now?
I think so.
Yes.
I'm just trying to move around to see if it's going to do it again. Because I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
Either I need a new motherboard or there's something wrong with my camera.
Or both.
Yeah, maybe both. But the issue is some idiot spent the amount he was going to spend on a motherboard on a jack. So,
yeah.
But in saying that, I love my jack. It's a very nice jack.
Yeah.
So what did I say? I don't know where the intel came from, but it's not going to happen. NVIDIA trying to buy out ARM2.
Yeah, they are. I heard that. Okay, wait. Have you got your phone on you?
Maybe.
Can you send me a text message?
I got a message. Match on Tinder. Oh, sorry. I just thought I'd let you know. When was the last time I sent you a text?
I don't know. Probably several months.
I'm like scrolling and I can't see Nathan. Where? Okay, let's just search for you. That hurts me way too much. Wow.
How long ago was it?
We still had a shed.
That's over 6 months then. Okay, so look there.
Hmm.
Can't read it.
See, like I don't mind
And
that.
that was sent to my phone number, so that was on here.
Hmm.
But the way that it's set up is I get it here too.
I'm not putting up Nate's comment. You can if you'd like.
I might just read it and respond without actually reading it out.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, I bet he does. But yeah, just stuff like that is cool. But stuff like that, I don't think is necessarily worth people switching for.
Yeah,
The
no.
bottom line is still stick with what you're comfortable with. Don't switch unless you have an actual, like, what's the word? Like a legitimate reason to do it besides the social status. Because let's face it, if you don't like it, you're going to get rid of it anyway.
See,
Or
my
it's
issue
going to
at
drive
the
you
moment
nuts.
is my mother's looking at making the house like techie, like how
Yeah,
everything's interactable or whatever.
smart
But
home.
yeah, but my issue is I hate Apple.
Yeah.
She uses Apple.
Yes, she
So
does.
the issue is I don't want to set it up as Apple, but I feel like I'm going to have to set it up as Apple.
What do you
If that
mean? What
makes
do you
sense.
have to set up?
Like she wants everything. Like think
The
of like
HomePod, the Apple TV.
yeah, wants a complete smart house. Like all the
Yeah,
lights to be controlled through an app and
that should be controllable by both.
yes, but I feel like she wants to be able to talk to it and get it to do all the hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, I'm aware. I'm aware. Nate says smart houses are scarily easy to hack, and that's another
Yes, they are.
reason I'm like, because that was a topic that was brought up a while ago. Was what was it? It was something for my grandma,
Yeah.
like one of those the things you can have in the house, like the camera that like we could talk through to make sure she's okay or if there's something going on. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, nah. I'm like, you don't put that in your house. Like that is
Yeah.
crazy, ridiculously easy to hack. But yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm torn.
It depends on how it's set up.
Yeah. So I'm pretty torn about what to do because yeah. Like at the moment we have an old version of Apple TV.
Yeah.
But obviously I'd like something that I can hook up my computer through, which I probably could do through Apple, but it's
Yeah.
still one of those things that I need to talk to someone a bit more in the know.
You might have to get a cheap iPad to interact with the house.
There you go. So Nate said, I want a Philips Hue setup, but at the same time, I don't want something connected to the internet.
So air
Yeah.
gap it.
Which was something we spoke about a while ago.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you egg up the internet though?
You
Just have it.
have it set up on LAN, I guess, but I don't know how the Hue system works, so I don't know if you can do that or not.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
from
the
the
Hue system.
old school network era, like age where you could like separate everything from the internet and still have it function if you wanted to. But I think I'm converting because I actually like the convenience of the cloud. Certainly makes my life a lot easier.
What did you say? It was a air gap.
Air gap.
I'm just going to type in Philips Hue air gap, see if anything comes up.
Well, for that, you basically need to see if it will function without a working internet connection. That's all it comes down to. Because if it goes back to a central point to be controlled, that's a problem. If it connects to, I think it's the Hue bridge, and the Hue bridge doesn't require an internet connection to work, then I think you should be okay. But then I guess the weak point would be your phone has to connect to it to control it, or your whatever device you're using has to connect to the rest of the network to control it, and it probably needs internet access, so that might make air gapping a little bit harder.
It speaks the Z-Bing wireless protocol.
I'm going to get all network engineering on us here. See, we could set up a network with the Philips stuff, and then like the Hue stuff, and then a network with all your internet stuff, and then bridge the two by a gateway and put a firewall in the gateway to only allow the local IP addresses to access the Hue devices.
It looks like you can. Can you use a Hue bridge without Ethernet connection?
No, we need internet, not Ethernet. Ethernet is your physical wired connection. We need to use it without.
Yeah, you can use it even without the internet.
Okay, good. What does it say?
It says the Philips Hue bridge is built to function without an internet connection. Once you connect the Philips Hue bridge device, you can use it even without the internet. Oh, unless you got to hook it up initially with the internet. Yeah. You can access the device.
It's not hackable if it's not connected. You could air gap your Hue bridge or Hue system. Who would have thunk?
How to connect your Hue bridge without a router?
Yeah.
No, you can't.
What?
It sounds like you still need it.
You still need internet to run the Hue bridge.
But the bridge provided with the Philips Hue must be connected to your wireless router.
Okay.
If the bridge is not connected to your wireless router, then you can't perform the further functions.
Yeah, that's okay. You still need a network connection to it, but you could run a separate wireless access point that's not connected to the internet.
So the Philips Hue bridge product package, you can find an Ethernet cable, bulb, bridge, and bridge charger. First, fix the bulb into the standard lamp and blah, 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 blah. Switch on your wireless router, connect the bridge to the wireless router. Now the Hue bridge will try to identify the bulbs it connects to. Once done, install the app. Launch your app.
By the way, it's back together.
It's done using. So is it tested yet? Oh, there you go. Without the router procedure, you can control the bulb without the internet.
There you go. So it can be done.
Yeah. It just sounds like it's a bit of a long way around.
Well, if you're that paranoid about your stuff getting hacked, then yeah, it would be. But it depends. I'm pretty sure if you set it up properly, you should be able to still have it connected to the internet and not have it hacked. Oh, Nate said, did we address that comment that he only runs Wi-Fi?
No. Wait, why does he only run Wi-Fi?
A lot of people do.
Why? It's a silly thing to do. Wait, is it because of where he lives?
I don't know. Maybe the layout of the house? It's all gone. Yeah, mine's all gone too. Look.
It is now. But
I got some drop.
Oh, it's at the opposite end of the house.
Now
Nate,
it's all gone.
Are you in a newer kind of house or no? Because just putting it out there, do what I do, just straight up. Like, I'm a huge advocate for it now. Is the Ethernet over power?
I know where you're going with this. Yep.
Like, without a doubt, man. Get it. You will not regret it. Do I need to try to find my box?
I'm using it at home too. I like it.
Yeah, it's a newer house, so I'm pretty sure Ethernet over power would work.
Should do.
because it'd only be in an older house where they've run newer wires that it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, because it has to be on the same circuit for it to work. I'm just trying to figure out where it's sitting.
You've seen how old my house is, and power over
Yeah.
Ethernet works in that.
Yeah, dude. Nate, straight up power over Ethernet. Let me see if I can find the link I sent my friend the other day.
So basically, you take your network signal into an adapter. That adapter goes into a power point. You plug in a second adapter in another power point, wherever you're wanting to get to, and then run a network cable out of that. And somehow it sends the network signal through your power cables in the wall. He said, yeah, I only got single circuit 2, so will work quite easily. There you go.
Yeah, man. Like straight up, I am in love with mine. If I can find the link. The one I got has a pass-through thing. You know what I'm trying to talk about, Zito? The pass-through power. Yeah. Sorry, I'm having a huge mind fart. Yeah. Do you want me to send it? Can I post the comment?
Yep.
Who's it going to post as?
Us.
Okay. That there, Nate, what I just put in the comments, the link, is the exact one I am using at my house. And
How
I
long
love
have you
it.
been running that for now? Like 6 months? 9 months?
Yeah, easy. 6+ months.
Mm.
And yeah, I love it.
How much different is it to Wi-Fi?
Oh, so much better. My Wi-Fi, I was getting like maybe 30 meg per second at night, whereas now I'm doing a speed test now with everything going. It'll eventually do the speed test.
One day.
Yeah. It's 90 plus megabytes now.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's a big difference. A very big difference. But yeah, so the only thing is, Nate, apart from that, you need to get some well, actually it comes with like short lengths of it. So it comes with a length that was a good size for the router to the PowerPoint. But I had to get a bigger, like a longer one to go from my PowerPoint to my computer in my bedroom, just because my PowerPoint's in an annoying position. And yeah, they're not that expensive either, which is another great thing.
Yeah, how much are they at the moment?
$89.
How much?
$89 for the one I have.
That's not bad, eh?
Which is rated for 600 megabytes per second, and it has a pass-through power.
Megabit.
Megabit? Big M?
Yeah, small b or little... Oh, big B.
I always get confused. But yeah.
Network's usually measured in bits. I don't know why.
But yeah, so it pumps. It's currently out of stock. Which kind of sucks.
Not helpful.
But you get the idea. So that just roughly shows you. I think it might be a Computer Alliance, which is where I got mine from, but yeah, I don't even know where the box is. Yeah, I don't think you're going to use all that though in Australia, man.
No.
Like ever.
No.
I'm still trying to figure out fiber to the premises because Mum was interested in it.
Do it.
And I just can't work out where the node is that I need to go from.
I thought you said it was down the road.
I thought it was. Little brother's confusing me. So I'm just like, I don't know what the answer is.
He should be able to look it up, shouldn't he?
He's going to look it up.
Wait, I'm sure there's a map that says where all the nodes are.
He says on my mobile. Yeah, I know you got it on your motherboard, but you just won't. John Chapman, what I want is out of stock as well, so I feel the pain. Well, I don't feel the pain because I've already got it. Wait, what are you trying to buy, John? Now I'm curious. It's going to take some time for him to reply, but I'm curious.
So your area is only 100 megabit fiber to the node. Yeah, fiber to the node.
So does that mean I can't get fiber to the premises that's faster?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to find out where the nodes are.
Yeah, so that's what's confusing me. What's on Newmart's flash sale today?
Huh?
So John wants. John wants to buy all the things. And again, I'm going to leave it up to you if you put up.
I ain't showing that comment.
You can say it if you want.
Nah, I'm good, eh?
Oh, so Newmart only has one thing for flash sale at the moment.
Oh.
It's what I need. But bugger.
What?
RTX 2080 Super.
Get it.
It's only $1,200.
Yeah, get it.
I haven't got $1,200. John said, "No, I need a good resin pump for my build, but stock levels are less than high of late." Yes. So wait, what happened to your computer? Wasn't it overheating or something? And what pump setup do you have? All the questions that need answering.
Apparently our area here is fiber to the node with no speed estimate. That's a little bit concerning.
We have a 10 res.
Yeah?
Nah. You were meant to say yeah, and then I was going to say nah again.
Why?
Because he says yeah, nah, yeah, nah.
Yeah, ask him.
Oh, yeah, 10 res. Wait, would 10 res know?
I don't know.
Hey, 10 res, do you know where the closest node is to my house? Because I want to get fiber to the premises.
Or at least where we can find that information.
Yeah. Nate, I agree you should. Actually, no, I lie. You should upgrade it to a Titan. John Chapman says, far out. It's a nice stable 60 degrees at idle. I don't think that's good. Also, Nathan.
Yeah.
How much do you get your Western Digital 240 gigs for?
I don't remember now. $44 maybe?
There's someone, they're on special again for $45.
Okay. I've still got some left over from last time.
Oh, Mohammed fixed his internet today.
Really? How do you know that?
What? Because he showed me yesterday and he was getting like 10s. Now he's back up to 275. I want to know what he's got. Because he reckons I don't need fiber to the premises. How else are you going to get that speed?
I don't know.
Mohammed, how do you get that speed?
What speed do you get?
274.03.
4G.
You reckon it's 4G?
Or 5G. Either way, cellular data.
Oh, so you don't think it's...
Oh, wait.
Isn't that expensive to get that, though?
Tamray said it's down the street towards the speed camera.
Technically, that's up, but yeah.
Wait, is he talking about your house or down here?
Assuming my house.
Okay, good. Oh, in that area.
You're heading up.
Nate said just AMD things. John said also, I think my new place has the net locked down on some dodgy have to use provider thing. So not happy. Yeah. Like
Mohammed reckons
proprietary
his
fiber network.
NBN HFC, which is the same as me.
So he must be on the 250 meg plan then.
Yeah, I feel like that would be the fiber to the premises though, because if he's
No.
in like
HFC will do 250, apparently.
Huh.
John Chapman asked, what happened with all the benchmarks? I've been kind of out of the loop for a bit. I still haven't finished all of those yet. I've done a bunch, but I haven't published results yet because there's only 24 hours in a day. Tamray says, nah, it's NBN. Oh, we didn't say that.
I didn't click it, you clicked it.
I didn't say nothing. Oh. Whoops. Tamray says it's fiber to the curb. I thought you were fiber to the node. And Nate says either that or it's the router with 4G/5G built in.
Wait, I can't remember what I was now. I thought I was HFC.
Yeah, you are HFC, but it depends on what your node supports. Oh, wait, John, can we borrow your CPU for benchmarking shenanigans?
Yeah, that is me.
Yeah, you are on HFC. And it should be FTTN, fiber to the node. Oh, Moe is fiber to the curb.
Oh, so Mohammed gets it closer to his house, whereas I'm to the node. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
See, it's handy having like technical guys here to argue with, even though Mohammed's too scared to put it in the actual thing.
Yeah, that's nothing new though.
Does anyone want to know Mohammed's address?
Nate asks, "What's you running, John?" Ooh, them's fighting words.
But just letting you know, Mohammed, I can't. Yeah, I can't get that.
Can't get what? Fiber to the... Oh, that speed.
Are you sure you're not fiber to the curb, Mohammed? Read it, Tom. Oh, it still says his is just HFC, which is the same as mine. Now I'm curious to see if Aussie will give it to me.
They
Because
won't.
as far
I
as
checked the other week.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as far as I knew, we couldn't get it.
No. John's comments are funny. Oh, well, Nate, yours will do too. We can play with yours as well.
I don't understand why every time I look for my address, it says lot 101.
That would have been the block of land, I guess. Like every time I search for the address down here, it's it comes up as lot 9999.
Yeah, no, Mohammed, I just checked. I still can't. The highest I can get is 140. which is what we're on through Optus.
Yeah.
Oh, look at it's a fighting match.
Yeah, we need both of your CPUs for benchmarking. Just, whenever you're available.
Wait, whose are we stealing?
Both. I know we're like over time now, but I just want to see if they'll answer.
I'm pretty sure John wouldn't care. John would
Probably
be
not.
like, yeah. But yeah, Nate probably would too. Actually, they probably both would. They both probably want to see who has the bigger ruler.
More cores equals better. Sure. That reminds me, I should put this together at some point. Hey.
Do it.
Maybe tomorrow.
Anyway, there you go. So Nate said it would be fun actually. Temerez is running
The 4000X.
Interesting. Nathan's pushed 4.7 so far, all core. Oof. That's pretty decent. And I've pretty much just told Muhammad to check because he still doesn't believe me.
Nate's excited.
All the Threadripper builds. But yes. I guess we should call it a night, maybe. Or are we still having a measuring? No, it looks like there's a measuring contest though.
Yes. Okay, you two can battle that out in the comments, and
I'm still arguing with Muhammad, so it might be easier if I can give my full attention to it.
Let's wrap it up then. So, look, we'll be back next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. I think, unless I decide to pull the plug and not do it anymore. But anyway, bar that, we'll be back Tuesday, 7 o'clock next week. Bring drinks. Don't be stupid.
It lasts the whole time.
Yeah. And no, that's never going to happen. Just remember, there's no such thing as a dumb question. You can answer your question. You can answer your own question if you want. Save us the trouble. But you can ask us your questions by sending your contact details to any of our contact details. I'm just going to bed. Stuff it. www.thedotmill.com/contact. Go there and await my instructions.
And we will see you next Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
See you later, guys.
Bye. Where's the end button? Oh, look, there it is. Bye.